to the Love and Business Podcast with your hosts, Lemoyne and Crystal Robinson. We empower entrepreneurs to thrive in love and business. Join us as we share practical strategies, inspiring stories, and expert insights to help you create generational wealth and live the life of your dreams. Whether you're navigating the challenges of running a business with your partner or seeking to strengthen your relationship while building your empire, we've got you covered. Tune in and learn how to dominate in love and business. Be sure to like and share the broadcast on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also join our email list by going to inloveandbusiness.com. Enjoy the show. You can't tell me that was
fire. It was dope. It was dope. I'm cool with it. Yeah. Good work on that.
Thank you.
Welcome to another edition of Love and Business.
Yes.
As this fire intro just told you who we are.
Yes.
In case you didn't know, I'm Lemoyne and this is Crystal.
Yes.
But
good to meet you again. I feel like we just knew.
Just knew.
I feel like it's new today.
That's how it be sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just felt it in my shana.
But they say fresh out the plastic.
It's fresh out the plastic.
Fresh out the plastic.
As Caitlin says, I do believe I ate and left no crumbs on that one.
Well, it be like that. It be like that. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Hashtag
Chicago,
live where
Maryland.
you're watching from. Please like and share.
We got his house. We got some Natchez. We got some
Slidell. Okay.
What's up, good people?
So, hey, that's what it is. I hope everybody's been having a good week and productive. This we just had the first day of spring. It's still feeling a little like winter down in these parts, but hey.
Michelle said not a crumb.
Not a crumb.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not a crumb. It'd be like that.
I might play that again at the end. That beat was just fire.
You can tell people grew up listening to quartet music because everything that got a little beat to it.
Listen, if I could figure out a way to put it in the background, I would. But,
sing it in the background. Don't worry about it. Let it be where it said. Too much of anything is not good. Okay.
Yes. So, well, we're here for an exciting episode today.
We are. This is the first time we've had a live in studio guest.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
You're right.
The first time we've had a live in studio.
First timer. Yes. Guess what I found out button I got over here? I'm excited about that button. If you wasn't at the $1 Million Expert Live, you have no clue what this button means. But if you was at the $1 Million Expert Live, I bet you dancing right now. Right. I know you dance. Hold on. Let me get it.
I'm gonna mute this because I remember a time when I pushed them buttons and you had something to say about it, but I'm gonna let it.
Hey, look, they coming in the comments right now. It's a little delayed, but you see they dancing. You see
they dancing.
Let me tell you,
Dawn dance to a hand clap.
She will. She'll dance.
She got some beat, though,
as the old people say, she'll dance to a mouse pissing on cotton. You know,
you know your mama watching this. I'm sure.
I'm 38.
You said the P word. You know.
Hey, here's the verify.
You know.
You got one today. I will tell you. Lie.
Okay.
Could you say lie when you was growing
up? No. You could have said you fibbing. You know what I'm saying?
That's how y'all can say it.
You fibbing or that ain't that. Yeah.
We had to say you telling the story.
Yeah, you telling the story.
In my mind, I mean, we are telling about an event.
But you can tell a true story.
But why
telling the story?
So my question is, could y'all say lie when y'all grew up? I just want to know. We couldn't say it. Like even what I'm saying, even our in studio guests kind of cringing over here because I done said lie 3 times. And she know I'm on the podcast.
Y'all telling the story. I'm talking about a lie. That's the quickest way to a backhand.
These people said no way. She said not at all.
Not at all.
My mama said it's okay. Life changes. Look at that. Now all of a sudden, it's all right.
Yeah, you telling a story that is not true, but you had to say that in the softest voice you could, depending on who you talking to. I don't know.
Oh, that girl say no. You start smelling yourself when you say.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you smelling yourself.
That's what Michelle say. You smelling yourself.
You're smelling yourself.
I don't understand why. I'm like, if you know what, I think is adults didn't want you to tell them that they was lying, but at the same time, our house, first of all, I could never tell we couldn't even say to my mama that she would tell the story. Like it was like all the time she was telling the truth.
It was from the book of Diane.
So, but we couldn't say to nobody. Like if Rachel or Jalisa lied on me, I couldn't say
call them
they lied on me. Nobody. I had to say they telling the story, but they lying. What is that?
But let it adult. You just a pissy lie.
Right.
I put it in there. I feel grown now. I'm telling you, I feel my mother. Don't
your mama
not
like probably ain't on the podcast today. But if she watched the replay,
Miss Brown will tell it on me though. She'll call saying watch this one because I don't know, that boy done got out of line over there.
I just don't understand it. I mean, it wasn't like really. It was almost like the word lie was a cuss word.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It ain't, but it is, you know what I'm saying? That's a harsh one.
No.
Well,
it's just because we was raised up to believe that.
Well, it don't mean.
Because other cultures say lie all the time.
I know, but when you call somebody a lie, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
If they lie, it's the truth.
But is it a good thing or a bad thing?
If they lie, it is the truth.
That ain't what I ask you, woman.
It's bad that they lied to me.
That ain't what I ask you.
I'm answering the question.
If you're saying it to someone, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's the truth. You can't define lie as good or bad.
You know that you're not saying it. Say lie in a positive connotation.
What?
You lie.
You want my voice tone to be different?
I'm just saying. Just know.
I'm sorry, sir. You're lying.
And is that positive or negative?
If you're lying, then it's the truth. And the truth to me is considered a positive.
That ain't the same.
You cannot define lie as positive or negative. How do we do that? What did she say?
That boy said I called my mama a lie one day and got slapped back in my mouth. That's why he became a dentist.
He probably had to fix his own teeth.
The devil is a lie. Hey, I'm just saying you can't say it in a positive way. Anytime you call somebody a lie, you're lying. That's a negative connotation. If you can't say it in a positive way,
defined it that way.
Well, say it in a positive one.
Stop lying, and then it won't have to be one or the other.
Okay, is that positive or negative?
Stop lying?
Yeah.
It's a statement.
But is it a positive statement or a negative statement?
Neither. It's neutral.
It's negative.
Lemoyne.
This ain't Jimmy Neutron. Talking about it's neutral.
It is neutral because it is a. I'm sorry,
guys,
people.
Can y'all tell me?
You're right. Come in the comments and answer us.
Right. I understand the thought of telling someone is a positive.
I ain't even got my preacher.
You're trying to say, hey, please, stop being dishonest. Tell me the truth. But if you say, hey, man, you lying, like you don't say that and mean something positive.
But Lemoyne, you're defining the word lie as a negative or a positive.
It is.
But I
if
think
somebody
that the
lies, is it good or bad?
It's bad if a person lies.
So that's negative,
but
right?
But me calling someone out on a lie is not a negative connotation there.
Well, what is it?
I am telling them that they're lying.
That girl don't believe pig lip pork. I promise,
oh my gosh.
That girl don't believe water wet.
What?
What did you say?
Has anybody answered us? I don't,
it's a negative. That's why I think adults, if you're telling me,
maybe the comments just slow to come in, or maybe they just don't want to disagree with you in the comments publicly.
Listen, it's a negative connotation. I'm not saying that it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people should be able to call people out on their BS. But I'm saying, hey, adults probably didn't want to be called that by a child because it's a negative. It's a negative speech.
No, they didn't want to be called that because they was lying, and because they had the position of adulthood, they could tell us that we couldn't call them a lie.
Because it's a negative. It has a negative connotation to it.
Because they lied. The lie is the part that's wrong, not me calling you a lie.
But it is because you are now saying, hey, you lied. Ain't nothing positive about it. That's like saying, hey, you won the lottery.
About you lying to me.
Hey, you told the truth. Is that a good that's a positive thing?
OMG. The people in the comments is laughing, but they won't answer us.
Listen.
She said because it was disrespectful back in. It's
disrespectful.
disrespectful for adults to lie to children.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, listen, they were lying when we go to a buffet and they be like, you ain't 10 today, you 9 because you get to eat free.
Okay,
you get to eat free.
Dr. Carter says it sounds negative
because
to him.
It is. It ain't. It's a negative. It has a negative connotation.
He's your friend.
Around the board.
He wanted to agree with you in the comments.
Well, great, man. We are now besties.
See there,
that
Don says it's neither negative or positive.
Well,
it's
what
a
is it?
Statement.
Okay,
it's neutral.
Is love negative or positive?
Oh my God.
If I say I love you, is that negative or positive?
I like if you say I love you.
If I say I love this food, is that negative or positive?
You're trying to put emotion behind the statement now.
Is when you say lies, that not an emotional? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
We're gonna have to table this one, okay? Maybe we'll pick it up.
Somebody lied to you. I'm not. I'm not denying that, but it is when you say it to someone. It Tracy is not in a positive light. It is.
Tracy said it's both, which then makes it neutral.
Listen, this ain't no hermaphrodite. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no neutral setting. It is positive or it's negative. You know, it ain't.
You can't do that to a statement.
That statement. If you say somebody is lying, it is nothing positive about it.
OMG.
I mean, it's nothing positive about it.
It's neutral. You're stating a fact.
Man, this girl.
If they lied, you are stating a fact.
Baking soda is a neutralizer. Lying is not. Lying ain't neutral. You know what I'm saying?
This is not.
Thank you, Tiffany. Oh, okay. Thank you.
What did she say?
It is a negative. Oh. But necessary to call someone out on it. Absolutely. I agree.
Everybody has an opinion
but
on
it. But you're not saying it to somebody in a positive light. That's all I'm saying. If I say, man, you lied to me. Or, hey, you know what? You lied. Okay. Or I don't care how calm you say it. The same way, if no matter how soft or statement. How excited you say I love you, it's a positive statement.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad that you got that out of you today. I'm not gonna go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with you. It's not. Well, that's one place I'm not finna go. Nope. I'm done.
And I put that on Mary Had a Little Lamb, right?
No, you cannot.
You can say that.
Now that's a negative.
See, you still going.
Negative.
You still going back
and
forth.
You can't put nothing on Mary Little Lamb. That is my lamb.
You might as well put that lie on layaway because you just.
This is my lamb. You don't get to put nothing on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
And on to other things.
You see how this just went nowhere? I finally had a fair foul, and you take it all the way far foul. This is foul all the way out the bleachers.
You're right. Because we know lying is negative. And it's okay.
Well, welcome to the Love and Business Podcast. Maybe we started out. Maybe we should play this fire intro again to get me back up to the
the way this sweat on your nose. I think you in the zone.
I need my preacher towel because you done got me. I'm talking about fired up. You give me a towel. You need a towel. Your forehead got
hey,
little beads popping off of it.
Sweep around your own front door. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine.
Well, I ain't got no broom.
Yeah, well,
sir, I don't even sweep here. Amen.
Tell the people about it.
I just did, and I told the truth, not a lie.
And
I don't sweep. Amen. Hey.
We
got other stuff to talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the journey to being $1 million expert. So, we got a special guest in the house today. You know, I done known him all my life, pretty much. Changed the diapers and raised up from a pup. And pretty much my first child. Now, is that that's neutral?
You got to ask your mama. I wasn't there. Yeah, I got a 4 year difference.
Yeah, when I was 4, I was warming up bottles and changing diapers, and babe, that girl said that's a lie.
Your mama say not true. No, Miss Brown, call it what it is, Miss B. Call it what it is. It's a lie. Put
now that's negative.
Put lie in all caps.
Negative.
Put lie in all caps,
because
please.
I used to cook and clean. I was like the nanny up in that house. So don't do that. Don't do that.
You said you changed diapers and all that.
I did.
So you was 4 and she was 0.
And I was changing diapers.
I got you. I know you.
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
Yeah, you were leading the military back in.
She done put lie in all caps.
All cap. There you go, Miss B. Don't let that one take you in. I'm telling you, don't lie.
Well, I feel like I remember that.
Okay, that can be a truth for you in your mind. Absolutely.
But anyway,
it's an alternative truth.
So, yeah. Thankfully, Lemoyne is not going to be with us much longer on the podcast. That's a good way to say
somebody lied. Be like, I think that is an alternative.
We're gonna give his seat up to a special guest tonight because he has had yet enough. Okay, and this seat, how long he been on here? 16 minutes too long. Hey. So we gonna let him find his way in a second here. But we do have a special guest. Yeah. As you guys have probably saw, we advertised all week long that we're gonna have a special guest. Of course, it's my sister Jalisa Ray. I'm super excited. We should have called this episode Sister, and then just, now I'm totally regretting let you coming in on the intro because the way you didn't call a lie or a negative just got me all discombobulated.
It's great to be allowed. I mean, when you get permission to do something, ladies and gentlemen, it is phenomenal to be allowed.
That's negative. You acted negative. Now you're negative.
Yeah, that is. I'm glad you're picking it up.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you that. Don't make me go.
Anyway, right. So so we were excited. Obviously, you guys know that I released the Beats by Crystal book last year. Not last year, last week. Yes, thank you for that. And it was too many people inboxing me, texting me, and everything. My book was actually supposed to be released tomorrow, but a lot of people said, "Hey, I don't want to wait. Can we get the paperback immediately?" So I did. I released it last Friday. We did do the Amazon #1 bestseller last week. That was super cool, super excited. I appreciate all of you guys that ordered the book. But if you don't know, same time I was, doing the pre-orders for my book, my sister was behind the scenes getting her book, now 2 books, ready to release. And so she's released 2 books today, and we're going to talk about that when she gets on the podcast here. So we're going to have her join us here shortly. But Lemoyne, is there anything that you want to say about our special guest today or anything positive that you would like to say before we introduce our special guest?
I've been known about 20 some years,
That's crazy. You've been in our family that long, man.
Yeah, I raised you from a pup. Yeah. I raised you from a pup, taught you everything, and I'm proud of it. So I'm talking about, man, this don't make no sense. See, I ain't raised her like that. I didn't raise her like that. I ain't raised her like that. She on another level. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that.
That's Holy Spirit right there, because I didn't even know what them buttons was. I just hit it.
Oh, that's how you feel.
Turn it up, just in case I want to hit it again. Continue. You raised me from a pup. That's where you landed at.
I forgot where,
because it was what we call it, lie.
Man, I've been around your family.
You ain't raised me from no pup. Man, first of all, I'm not a dog.
I didn't say that. Well, you said you call her. Yeah.
Erased it.
Hit dog go holler. Hit dog. Yeah, no, you can womp it. This ain't trombone shorty. We womp it. Yeah, whatever.
Finish what you had to say, man.
Hey, I am giving up my seat to a.
At least people like you. This the most people we did on the podcast at one time. You got to about all your people up in here because this ain't our people.
Steph, but you know them.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. To get on here and see.
Most ever guests at one time on the podcast.
All right, so I'm gonna give up my seat to certainly. Someone that is worthy to sit here. She is definitely a staple in the family. She is my favorite middle sister-in-law. I really do. She's the person that made me an uncle the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm super proud of her. I'm super proud of her journey, super proud to see her continue to thrive, and even prouder to that her and her sister get to share this journey together. So I'm going to renounce my seat,
You're going to renounce it as if like
for the next
like
45
the
minutes or
throne
so.
of Zamunda.
Yeah, there you go.
He
There
has
you go.
renounced the throne. That is totally
You
not the
finally
right
know a
terminology.
movie. You finally know a movie. Okay, great. All right. Yeah. That's
You know
enough.
what? Let's try to get on the podcast. Let me see if I can get us some music. I hope they don't block our stuff. Let's go. Ready?
All right. I'm sorry, my headphones went now. Come on, sit down.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, not the mic check. Not the mic check. Hey, all right, all right, all right. Hey, we got Jalisa Ray in the house for the first time ever, live in the studio. We have a guest. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Not with our proper voice. Where we go? Use your regular voice.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. He had to bring
J. Ray in the building.
There you go. I had to get my preacher rag, y'all, because Lamar done worked me up this day. Do you need a preacher rag too?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Amen, church. Hey, y'all. All right. So we got Jalisa Ray in the building. If y'all didn't see, I put her book up on the screen there while we were transitioning out. So yeah, that's why we have her here today. Like I said, we should have probably called it Sister, because we both just released books in the last couple of days. Her 2 books have released today. So let me get where is it at? Nope, that's not. We don't want you on Freckles. There you go. So kudos. Yes, for releasing your first book, your first 2 books. So yeah, let's talk about it. First of all, I guess first question is what got you on the journey? Like what made you want to just become an author out of, out the blue here? What happened? Pull the microphone up to you.
Testing 1, 2,
Yes,
3.
yes, pull it to you.
Let's see. What made me want to be an author?
Yeah, think about it.
Yes. So I like children.
Yes. Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah.
You a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the children thing came very easy.
Yeah.
So I always thinking about things I could do for children.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what made me say children's book.
Okay.
So and then I like the color. Color, I think it's a de-stressor for me.
Yeah, you one of the few adults, well, maybe it's more people, adults that color, but I did notice that,
I found out that it was a lot of people.
It's a lot of adults that actually color. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know, the children's book that she has is also a coloring book, right? And I've always noticed that she uses these what's the name of the coloring books that you use? That's kind of very detailed, what they call.
I should have found out.
Yeah, I don't know the name of them. I don't know the name of them either, but yeah,
that you have to use the little pens to color with.
Yeah,
not crayons.
These are super detailed. Apparently, there's a lot of adults in the comments that color because everybody's now saying me. Yeah, y'all coloring. Yeah, so I only do it if my kids ask me to. I'm not really a colorer. Yeah. So anyway, you're teaching, you know what I'm saying? And so how did the idea of Fun Freckles come about? Because obviously that's the name of the book. She got it all on her shirt and everything. You know what I'm saying? She got her whole book platted on her shirt. I just got my book name on my shirt. But yeah, Fun Freckles. Where did that come from?
So Fun Freckles came from actually Heather.
Yeah.
When we was at the $1 Million Expert live, she says we were sitting there. I think we was playing Uno.
I think Uno No Mercy.
I was winning.
Whoa, anyway, do we have another lie in the building? Because I don't recall you winning Uno No Mercy.
When I was winning.
Okay.
Right before I lost.
Yeah, is that a positive or a negative? Because I can't sound a little neutral. Did she win or did she not? So we playing Uno No Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so at the event, Heather was talking to me about my freckles. And she was like, I just love your freckles. They're so cute. And I was like, thank you. And she kept telling me that she loved the freckles. And then she finally told me, she was like, you need to do something with them. Your freckles are so fun. Like, you need to do fun freckles.
What, like connect the dots? Y'all have to forgive us. Lamorne is back here in the back. We've never had anybody in the studio with us. Man. Now he wants to do this. He's like back here connecting dots. Like, here's his comment. I want you to answer. Lamorne said, "Did you get teased as a kid about your freckles?"
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I didn't really get freckles until I got in middle school. So I didn't always have freckles. You didn't know that?
You didn't have freckles all your life.
Ask your mama. She in the comments. I didn't have them like this. So when I got in middle school, they start coming out like this. And like the older I get, the more I get. So yeah. So in middle school, I got called a few names, freckle face, chocolate chip cookie. Dalmatian, don't laugh.
Now, Lamorne. Now, Lamorne. Now, see, he back here in the back laughing. Like, this is not funny.
You really hurt my feelings.
Now, she lying because she don't care. First of all, I'm like, wait a minute. I guess I don't really remember because I'm
4 years older than you.
Well, no, I'm saying I just see you with freckles now so often that I just really thought you had freckles. I know I remember your baby pictures, you didn't have freckles. But I really don't recall you not getting freckles until like close to middle school. But it makes sense because I just started getting freckles.
Yeah, one of my classmates had posted a picture of me not too long ago, and I didn't have any freckles on that picture.
In middle school. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to look back at some of these pictures then.
My eye color had changed and everything. I had like hazel eyes and
what this girl said, trauma. What does it say? Does it say trauma loading?
Abundant.
Huh? Oh, trauma bonding. Okay. All right. I can't. I'm gonna have to put these up on the screen because for some reason my eyeball's not working for me today. But anyway, that's weird that I don't remember that. I guess because I've seen you for the last 2 decades with freckles. So for me, it just don't. I mean, I don't recall the time that you didn't have them. But
the last 1 decade, I done got more than I had.
And maybe because you was wearing glasses too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of started embracing my glasses as I got older too. So I guess when I was younger, I didn't like my freckles or my glasses. Then when I got older, the freckles didn't matter, neither did the glasses.
Yeah. I could imagine some kids probably, got picked on because they had freckles. But like I said, I just like, and Lamorne gonna kind of look at me weird, but I got like 4 or 5 freckles. But our granddad had a whole bunch of freckles. Like literally his whole face had freckles. He had freckles all down his arms, down his legs. Like literally he was plattered with freckles. So I mean it's kind of all through our family on our granddad's side. Freckles, like his siblings, all of them had freckles. Did anybody, my mama's sisters, who got freckles? Nobody really. My mama.
Just like the rest of them have it. They're not as. My mama's are light, so she have a lot of them. Hers just not as dark as mine.
Yeah. So you write the Fun Freckles book, and now you have a girl version, right, of the Fun Freckles book. And then, Lamorne wants you to hold the book up. He back here like he producing a show. When I tell you the next time you're going to have to be in the other room. I ain't going to send you to the upper room, but you're going to need to go to the other room. No, go man. Just calm down.
Just don't laugh at me no more.
Right. So this is a book, you know what I'm saying? Fun Freckles. And so then, so you released 2 books today.
Yes.
So you have the girl version and then you have the boy version.
Yes. So Fun Freckles, yes, it's the girl version, and then the Son's Kisses is the boy version. My son doesn't know, but the boy version is dedicated to him. And the little boy in the story, his name is Racing.
Really? You didn't even let me read the boy version. I guess that was a secret.
No,
but
it was not a secret.
I ordered them anyway, so it says they'll be here Saturday. Praise the Lord.
That's a lie. I shared them on the same thing. Just only read one.
So the boy Freckles is on the same.
It's on the same thing. I shared them both.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I didn't know. I didn't know you did a continuation. So
it's 2 separate ones.
On both. I didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't get that. My bad. That's on me. She said she sent it. I didn't see it, so I'll be just as shocked and surprised as you guys when you order your copies of Fun Freckles and is it The Sun's Kisses or Sun's Kisses?
The
Sun's Kisses. Okay, yes. So she got 2 that was released today. She said she found out last night. See, that's what I'm saying. But she could have told me I do have selective.
She found out
hearing
that is dedicated to Cameron.
Oh, to Cameron last night.
Yeah.
Well, I just found that out today. I didn't know that. But if I had read the book, I probably would have figured it out if I had knew that I had access to the book.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody has access to the book today because you can order it today on Amazon.com. How about that?
Yes.
So, like, let's talk about the next phases of this, because obviously I hope it's okay to reveal these pieces and parts. If it ain't, we live. So you got Fun Freckles, the girl and the boy version, but I know we talked about you're actually going to make this book a series, or you're going to make this a series. I wouldn't say that particular book. So you got Fun Freckles, the girl and boy version, but there are future versions that are coming out for what do you call, Freckles aren't what do you call this series? I guess is what I'm asking.
I've been thinking about that.
Oh, okay. You don't have a name for it yet.
I guess it's I think it's all dealing with building confidence with your inner self, or things that let's see what you have going on with you.
You need a microphone, babe? Because I'm not gonna act like I don't see you. So, do you need a microphone? You don't? Okay. Well, Lemoyne has. If you have questions, I'll highlight them in the chat for you. Thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. Lemoyne is giving us hand signals like we got to run a play, and I really don't know what he's saying. So we're both trying to have a conversation where we can. Anyway, so it's about kids that have so you got the Freckles, and then what's the other thing that you said in the third book? I guess what is it called? It's the one that had
Patches of Confidence.
Yes, Patches of Confidence.
Yeah.
So this is the one where the kid has different colors, different tones or skin tones, right?
Right.
Yes. So the whole goal and objective here is that the kids are, like she said, she was, bullied or maybe talked about in school because she had freckles. And obviously, when kids I guess don't look what you would consider quote unquote normal, then they get teased in school. So she has a goal and objective here to basically do a series of these books where whether it's skin discoloration, I think you were gonna do one for albino kids too, right?
Yes, albino.
Yeah.
And cancer.
Okay.
Those are 3 that I'm working on now.
Okay. So the goal and objective is basically to do a series for different types of kids. Obviously they're experiencing different things as they're growing up, and the stories basically are helping the kids to build confidence and actually loving themselves as it relates to the storyline of the actual book. But it's also a coloring book as well, so it's kind of a 2-for-1. Did I put that together?
Perfect.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure I was getting it right. Did I miss anything? I know you we talked about the skin discoloration, cancer, albino. Did I miss one?
Nope, that's all of them. And then also in the book, I do facts. So it's a story, and then they have facts about it. So like the kids that don't know where freckles come from, they find that out as well. It was very interesting today. When I had my shirts on for the kindergartners and they seen it, and I talked to them about it a little bit, and one of the kids was like, "Oh, I want to get freckles."
Hey, people pay a lot of money for that,
right?
But yeah, like the adults pay like thousands of dollars to have like some type of special surgery, which I guess is almost like a tattoo.
Yeah, they are tattooed.
Yeah, but they actually get freckles put on their face. Yeah, or wherever they want. I didn't know that was a thing until here recently, but apparently that's a thing. So the kid asked, could they buy some freckles or put some on?
She was just like, I want to get freckles. And another lady, she said, my grandbaby is going to be saying the same thing. And she was like, I said, in the story, it talks about how she got the freckles, and basically the freckles come from it's a pigment in your skin, and when the sun is on you a lot, then the sun brings them out. And she said, "You gonna have my baby standing in the sun like this, waiting on freckles to come to
make them fall down from the sky."
After she reads her book, and I was like, "Well, they probably will go, but it's not gonna happen. You have to explain it to them, that they have to have that pigment in the skin to happen."
No, that's pretty cool, because I think, and what I like about the storyline behind the book is it helps other kids to kind of understand why people have freckles, but it also kind of makes it like a quote unquote cool thing. So now, you know what I'm saying, the kids may not get picked on, whatever the case may be. So I really think if there's any educators on here, I think that's a good idea, to get the series of the books, right? Like as she releases them, you give them to, kindergartens or first grade, when stuff like that kind of starts to happen, first, second, third grade, whatever, you get the series of the books, and then you help other kids to, understand, hey, this is, what I'm saying, I'm different, but that doesn't mean that I'm bad, or something's wrong with me because I have freckles, or because, my skin is discolored. Like I saw this model, it must have been on Instagram or something like that. And she's like, I'm talking about a super dope model, but they highlighted her skin. What is it called?
The vitiligo.
Yes. So like she's kind of dark complected, but then of course, with the because she has that, like parts of her skin are like super pink. But she was like a very beautiful model. And I was like, really amazed at, how they basically portrayed her in such a way to say, hey, there's nothing wrong here. You know what I'm saying? But before, I would say, the last couple of years or so, you wouldn't see stuff like that. Like most of your models were either going to be, pencil skinny, they weren't going to have, any type of, figure or shape to them. And so now they're actually starting. There was even another model that I saw that had like super red hair and a whole bunch of freckles that they use. I don't know what page or whatever it was that I saw, but I think it's pretty cool, that they're actually starting to, show models that look differently from the typical model.
Yeah. When I seen one like that with the vitiligo, she was actually laying on a cow back. So that kind of what made me have for the storyline, the cow talking to the little girl in the story.
In the story. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And I think it's important, especially with, obviously you being a teacher. I think it's pretty cool, for you to be able to, you wearing your shirt to school, you're writing the books, but now you're actually getting the opportunity to actually talk to the students, about it. And then that, that opens the door for other things. And I think it, it desensitizes it in such a way where now the conversation is, it can be a little bit more comfortable. And, like an open door to actually say, well, hey, you're different, but you're still a good person, or you're different, but I don't want to make fun of you, because you're different. So I think that's pretty dope. Yeah. Right. So hold on. Lamorne might have. Lamorne, you want to say? You don't want to say it? Okay. Lamorne said so many kids want to hide their differences, and a book like this will help them own that difference. Yes, I think that's a good point, Lamorne. I do. I think that's exactly what I was trying to articulate. That if we're able to, share. Why are you pointing? Oh, I'm sorry. If we're able to share. I'm not used to him not being like right there, but yes. So if we're able to, share these books, like I said, if you're an administrator, if you're a principal, superintendent, whatever, if you got any type of pull in the school system, I'm asking that you reach out. I know we're eventually going to put the information here in the chat and everything, so you guys can you can order the books. But if you are interested in getting access to the full series of books, I think that would be super dope for a school system to, get access to the series of the different types of books. And that way we can educate students, right, on, the different types of things that, kids may be experiencing. I think it can go, way past skin deep. It could, you could probably even do something on, like self-esteem, like all types of things you can kind of touch on, but you can do it from an animated perspective, and it makes it a, what I'm saying, a safer space, right, for the kids to kind of enter into. So yeah, kudos to you for having the idea there. But what was, I would say it seems like that there was a shift, because you kind of came out the gate here with the book fairly quickly. But I know we did the $1 Million Expert live event in February. And that's where, you and Heather had the conversation, that actually sparked the idea for the book. But what pushed you to, actually want to, like, oh, okay, I'm about to do this? Because this happened quickly.
Yeah. When we got back, I think I was really overwhelmed. So I was trying to put everything together. I knew that I was tired of being tired. So I had to do something.
That's
I had to put something together and do something. So actually, I was coloring in my coloring book because, like I say, that was relieving my stress.
Yeah.
And I have one with a bunch of kids. No, I don't like kids, but that's what the book is.
Oh, you have a coloring book with cats in it?
Yeah, a whole bunch of kids. It's just different kids, but it's like the little unique little lines or whatever.
Okay.
And I ran out. So I was like, I gotta buy another one. And then but I find myself drawing different things on it. And it just came to me that Heather said Fun Freckles. And I was like, well, I could do a coloring book with little black girls. So the objective was just a coloring book. But then I was like, hey, we can put a story to it.
Okay.
So when I first started working on it, yeah, it was just a coloring book. And then I started thinking about a story. And then I was like, oh, I can educate people on it. And then I was like, well, we can have a little girl talking to her friends about it. But then I was like, well, if it's going to be a kids book, then of course kids don't know. So I did a ladybug. So in the story, a ladybug is basically talking to the little girl, and the ladybug has spice as well. So it's like something she could relate to tell the story. So
that's unique.
I think it was just all coming to me, and I had to put it down. Because I learned that when you hear put it down. So that's what I was doing. And it just went. And then I was like, oh, it's just girls. So I got to put a boy because, of course, my son had freckles. So let's make a boy one too. And then I think
Cameron got freckles?
You do.
I feel like my eyes been closed or something.
Yo.
I'm learning a lot on today's podcast.
So Kirsten have freckles too, and Kaylin have freckles.
Yeah, I know. Kaylin been pointing out them 2 freckles that she got, but yeah.
Oh, the moles.
I'm shaking my head too, AB. It's the same.
Well, I can't do one on moles since most little kids don't have moles.
But no, they don't come till you get a little older.
If we got to tell Kaylin hers are freckles, not moles. So
yeah,
but yeah, that's how I came, and then I just went with it.
So you said at the event, because I kind of want to talk about like why you moved so swiftly, because you said at the event that you were overwhelmed. Like I'm assuming like with all of the information that that you had to intake from the event, right?
Right.
And I know that a lot of people, it's probably a lot of people watching the podcast. There's a lot of people from Inner Circle in here, so what's up to Inner Circle? But you actually got the information. And then you got a download, and then you immediately executed on it. And here we are. I think we are exactly 1 month today, I believe. It was the 21st through to something in February. So literally 1 month ago, all right, we're sitting in the room. We're getting information. And then within 30 days, really, you didn't have the book ready 2 weeks ago, or maybe even longer than that, because I was reviewing it, I know, at least 2 weeks ago. And I was like, man, this is a pretty cool idea. But you go from, like thinking of the idea, executing the idea, launching the book today. What changed this time? Because I can't necessarily say that I've seen you execute something this quickly.
I think it was something. I think Pastor Sean said something at the event about, or it may have been all y'all. They got up there.
She said all of y'all.
Yeah. talking about how when we take notes at events and you take them and you write them down and then they just in a cute little notebook or whatever.
Right.
And then when everybody said it, I was like, I bought a new event. I bought a new notebook for this event, so I know they talking to me. And then I started thinking, like, every event I've been to, a few events lately or whatever, trying to better myself. And I noticed that when I get back, I read and read and read the notes for maybe that week, and then that's it. And I don't do anything with it. And then my life still stay the same. So
okay.
I realized, I was like, well, hey, let me try something different this time. So I read the notes. I had to start watching Grey's Anatomy. Kind of hurt me a little bit.
Wait. Crickets. You had to stop watching TV, you say?
Yes, I had to. I just started back watching TV. I had completely started watching TV. On the way to work, I'm listening to replays, podcasts, all that, trying to get my mind right.
She ain't listening to you. She was Lamar, she listened to our podcast. Now she actually listens to us live. She was probably listening to somebody else's podcast.
I've listened to you all replays as well. Especially some of them that was
happy,
for me.
Y'all.
Yes. In the morning time too, when I'm getting dressed.
So what you saying is this time around you actually completely changed your routine?
Yes, I did.
And then you got different results.
The biggest word I kept hearing everybody say, I don't know if everybody was saying it or just the consistency. Like, it was like people were saying it too much, or either I was just needing to hear it too much. One or the other. But that word just kept happening. And I was like, it must be for me. Because I do go to the events. I'm listening, I'm paying attention, taking the notes. I read it that week.
I'm waiting on it. We said, what's the word?
What?
Consistency?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Consistency was the word. And Lamar was like, what's the word?
Oh,
you said consistency. But I was waiting on another word.
Oh, no. That's the word.
You kept hearing consistency.
Yes.
Okay.
And I realized that's what I wasn't doing. I wasn't being consistent.
Same. I don't want to go to Mexico.
I wasn't. I wasn't obeying. I wasn't being consistent. I was just reading for that week and then going back to Grey's Anatomy. But
I think she's telling on some of the rest of y'all in these comments. So you do the same thing, you get the same results.
Right.
You do something different, you launch 2 books in less than 30 days.
Yeah.
I think we can probably drop the mic on that one. So you go to the event, and this time you saturate yourself in the information, and then you decide, I'm going to execute on the information that I learned. And now you've authored 2 books in less than a month.
Yeah, well, 3 books less than a month.
Okay, well, my bad. She got 3 books. She just only released 2 today. Okay, I'm just saying. I just want to know from the people in the back, right? Because I know that there's a lot of people that is on the live podcast today, and I'm sure it's gonna be a good bit of y'all watching the replay, right? But I know you was in the room, and I'm just curious to know, have you executed any of the information that we learned, right? Because, I called today's podcast, the journey of $1 million expert, because I do believe that she's well on her way, right, to becoming $1 million expert. What I think is cool is what's unraveling from this whole, series that she, put to action immediately. But I know Yolanda was messaging all day. Did you see all those messages?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know if Jalisa got a chance to read all these or not, but just different ideas of connecting with different school systems, or connecting with other teachers. There could probably be a whole curriculum, right, that could come, out of these books, or, just even kids empowerment. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if anybody does that. I know we do like a whole bunch of, professional development and empowerment for adults, but, there's probably a whole lane, a brand new lane that you could branch out into, as it relates to kids empowerment, right? Just going into schools and, talking to groups of kids, right, about fun Freckles, or what's the other one, the cow something, or
Brother Lago.
No, but what's
the sun's kisses?
No, the ones with the different colors of the skin. You said it was something called with the cow.
Oh, the name of the store?
You don't have
Patchwork of Confidence.
Oh, the Patchwork. Okay, the Patchwork.
Yeah,
I
the
just think
Patchwork of Confidence.
so. There's just so many different, avenues that you could take with that, all because you took, action in one, particular arena. I'm gonna just write, a book. And then, of course, God gives you the download for the second book and then the third book. And now you can basically do this for, kids that, even kids that have disabilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could just go, far, you can do one with, a kid in a wheelchair, right? You know what I'm saying? You can do one with kids that have to wear braces on their legs or braces on their teeth, right? Like you could literally go as far as and wide as you want to. And then you can go into these schools and literally have kids empowerment sessions talking to kids about, why this is not a bad thing that they're different. Then you can go into the schools and you can talk, you can talk to the kids about, not bullying other kids, because they're different. You can talk to other teachers, right, about how they handle those types of situations in their classes, because of course you're a teacher, so you understand. Like it's just so many different avenues that you can do. But I'm saying all of this to say that all of these ideas come raining down because you take the information that you learn and then you execute on step number one. I want to know, here's a question. I want to know, how does it feel now, right? To be a quick executor, since you said before that you would just come back for a week, do a little something, life stay the same. How does it feel now, right? That you've executed, launched the book, 2 books, and here we are. Like, how does it feel now?
I think it feel easy now.
Feels easy.
Because I don't I think I was using being scared, but once I started doing it and all the downloads was coming, trusting God, I think was the biggest thing. And then it just started happening. I think saying I'm scared was just something I could hide behind.
Scared to launch the book? Or?
No, scared to do the work.
Oh, okay.
More so.
Or just putting yourself out there, just to see.
Putting myself out there to do things.
So is there a feeling behind like wanting to promote your own product? Because I mean, you have a whole t-shirt business. You do the cups. You pretty much can custom design anything you want with J. Ray's masterpieces. So is it different from that?
I think it is. It felt different because when I'm doing something for other people, I think I'm giving you what you want. Something personal for you.
So if somebody order a t-shirt, they ordered it, this is what they wanted, right. This is what they asked for.
Yeah, I give you what you want.
But you giving them a book.
I'm giving you it's like I'm giving you what I like. And hope you like it too.
Oh, so you feel like that was a eerie type of feeling.
Yeah, like people, I think I was caring about a thought process of.
Oh, Lamont says rejection. Is that the
maybe
piece?
So.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see that too, because I actually had a revelation moment over the last 2 days. Okay, Lamont, if you could come sit on the floor in Indian style in front of us if you like, because these little emotions he making back here is ridiculous. So what you said? Say it loud. They can't hear you. Oh, since Head Start, yeah, we'd have to cut the tape for that. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not gonna have you do that. But anyway, I feel like I had a revelation that was similar to that. Like over the last, I would say about 2 days or so, I was talking to a friend of mine that is like, clearly, I just found, I don't know if Kadada's watching this tonight or not, but it's just like our personalities are like identical. And so we were just kind of, just talking about different, business transactions and stuff like that. And she was like, man, I feel like I'm in this transition phase to where I'm supposed to be doing more purpose work. And I was like, man, I feel the exact same way. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing more purpose work. But I told her, I was like, I never really fully like launched out on doing like a full blown out like coaching business. Like I've done coaching and consulting, stuff like that, for other business owners like several times before. It's not that I don't know how to do it or don't have the expertise or the know-how to do it. Like I've done it, but consistently I have not done it. Right. And so when she said what she said about that, she was like, man, I know I'm supposed to be doing public speaking. She couldn't see me, but I just kind of held my head down because I know, that those are all things like we are super similar in that. And the thing that I told her that obviously I had said out of my mouth for myself, in the same line of like the rejection piece, was that I am so accustomed to doing business, kind of similar to what you do with J. Ray's Masterpiece, whereas, behind the scenes, we get to hide behind the business, right? Like you get to hide behind the t-shirts and the cups. Like you may think for Shauna, what did you call it thing?
Oh, baby closet.
The baby closet. Like you get to hide behind like all of the work that we do. So like for me, it was hiding behind State Farm. It was hiding behind Amazon or the trucking business or real estate or, the Meineke and whatever, it was always being able to hide behind the banners of the brand of the business. And what I told her was, I finally realized now that it was always me. It was never not me. Like, but we could always say, well, yeah, this is State Farm or, this is Amazon or whatever. When the truth of the matter is the businesses, were successful in their own right because it was always us. Like when you're presenting a cup or a shirt or, a banner, like whatever it is that you're working on, it's still you. Like you're still giving them your talents, your gift, your ability, even inside of J. Ray's Masterpiece. But what I came to the realization of, just a few days ago, and it may even seem weird to those that know my personality type, I really was like, I don't know if I want to just full blown, do a thing where I'm out here saying I'm speaking everywhere I go, or, I'm full blown consulting or full blown, business coaching, because I don't want it to be like, it's all on me. Like it's all about me. Spotlight on Jalisa, spotlight on Crystal. Like that's not, that's never been, my thing or my, I'm going to go after that. But I had this light bulb moment, a couple of days ago where like, but it's always been you. And it's crazy that you just said what you said, because the work that you do inside of your, your custom design business, those people just tell you like some words they want on a shirt, but then you design a masterpiece. Right? Or they tell you, I want my name on a cup. And then it comes out and it's a masterpiece, right? Like it's still you. Is even though you're doing it behind your business, you're still giving them parts and pieces of you when you design. And I think, for a lot of people, it probably resonates in the same way, where they don't necessarily want to show up 100% because they don't want people to perceive them as, hey, look at me. Whereas I'm guessing, with Fun Freckles, that's kind of, especially with the first one, it's a representation of you. Like that's, like your kid version of you. But I think that more people need to show up that way, right? Because at the end of the day, our gifts are going to make room for us, right? Like you've released, now these 2 books, and I'm almost certain there's probably another 20 behind it, just out of this conversation. But I think what most people should take from, just listening to, today's podcast and seeing how quickly, you executed in this space, is that it really doesn't matter what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dope idea. And even if it isn't a dope idea to this group of people, there is a group of people that this resonates with, And so I'm just going to say, kudos for, showing up in the space and, doing it anyway. Cause a lot of people, regardless to, if they're scared, they just stop. Like, it's like, oh, I have this great idea. And, I know dozens of people that got books on ice. Like literally, they have written the books. It's like they got the cover. It's all, they just haven't hit the submit button. I went and hired somebody to do my work, and you come up behind, you done got your book posted before I'm like, how you think that? So I'm just saying, that's why I know, what I'm saying, that it's all in, your desire to want to do a thing. Cause I was kind of tripped out. I was like, wait a minute. You done put your book on there, and you was like, yeah, I done did this, and this. So I knew that there was something different. But was it a specific trigger moment for you that you felt like, okay, it don't matter what it take, I'm about to, I'm about to release the book?
I think my mind was set that I was tired of being tired.
I ain't lying. She said that. She did. She said that.
Yep, I think I just once my mind was set, that was it.
What is that? What does that feel like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it feels like, but I think that people need to, I think they need to hear like maybe multiple perspectives of that. But what is tired of being tired feels like for you? If you could paint that picture, what does it feel like? What does it look like?
Tired of being tired could be, well, for me, it was not owning my own mansion.
Okay. Not owning my own mansion, I'll take that.
So I've upgraded from living from paycheck to paycheck, but I want to be in a place where my savings account is like, I mean, my my bank account is like the same as my savings account, whatever I'm bringing in. How she said it? You know what I'm talking about?
Who that, Sean?
Yeah, I forgot the word.
She said that she wanted to save as much as she tithe. I think is on our last call. Is what she said.
Yeah,
she might have said something else, but I know for sure she was like, she had to, whatever she was tithing, then she also had to pay herself the same.
Yeah. So I wanna experience that. I just want to experience a different life. I want to travel when I want to. I want to sleep till I get tired.
Yeah.
I want I want to not have to go to work and people tell me what to do. I just want to experience that lifestyle.
That's definitely tired of being tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think I felt like, I felt those similar things. And I think it's, it's cool to watch Jalisa's journey, with her being my sister, like watching her watch me. Now I'm getting to watch her, and I think it's a pretty dope experience because, like, for me, I knew when that thing clicked for me, it was like, okay, yeah, whatever I was doing, I ain't doing no more. And so, like all of our coaches always say, success leaves clues. And sometimes, especially the people that are closest to you, most of the time are the people that get it last, right? Like they like, oh, well, that's just Crystal. Well, that's just Jalisa, right? Like sometimes you're so close in proximity that, you're so familiar to people that what you say and do really, for them, it's like, oh, okay, that's just them. But it's like the whole world is seeing it, but everybody else is like right here in your face doesn't see it. And so for me, I've just, when I saw the click, even from, for those that don't know, we're part of the Inner Circle with Sean Strickland. And so Jalisa joined Inner Circle. And I was kind of like, wait a minute now. You joined Inner Circle? So I knew then there was like a switch, right? So she gets in the Inner Circle, and then here we go, in February we go to the live event. Well, you went to the live event that was February or March or so of last year, because we did Live Your Dreams last year. So she came to that, and then came back. Now here's where the difference situation was. I said, I'm flying first class now, because she asked me. She was like, "What days you leaving?" I'm telling the whole story. She said, "What day you leaving?" I said, "I'll tell her what day I'm leaving, whatever." She was like, "Okay, well, give me the airline." And then she said, well, "What's your seat?" I said, "Well, listen now. I'm flying first class now. I'm just letting you know." She said, "Yeah, I know." "What's your seat?" Yeah. We flying first class. She get her first class ticket, so she flying and sitting next to me. And I'm like, okay, all right, now we have arrived, right? The light bulb is on, because she's like, I ain't sitting in the back of the plane, because I don't know where we went the last time. You didn't fly first class. What you say about the back? Oh, if Live Your Dreams. So last year, she sat in the back of the plane on the way to Arkansas for Live Your Dreams. What you say about the back of the plane? Okay. She ain't like it back there, man. She did it. She ain't like walking past her sitting up at the front. So she said,
then having to be cramped up back there.
They said this ain't the life. So clearly there was a difference between last February and or whenever we went last year. I think it was March of last year and February of this year. Because this year she literally is sitting in first class right next to me, right? And so I'm just saying, if you do the work, right, the work works. But how do you feel, you know what I'm saying, in the transition phase of it? Because I love it, because I didn't get a chance to document my experience, because podcasting probably was a thing, but we wasn't finna just set up nothing. Like, we wasn't doing any of that. I think Facebook Live was maybe a thing, but I didn't do a whole bunch of that either. But I didn't document, any of my journey from the time where everything clicked to me going into full-blown execution phase. So in the beginning stages, like where you feel like you are right now, how does that feel? Like how are you feeling now that oh, okay, the thing has clicked and now I'm about to be by my work?
I think I feel good about, because I know now if I do the work, everything happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the start for me, when I first actually moved down here, I think I was telling Shea, what I noticed, like watching you all, I think the exposure and being in the room, all that is so important. Because I was just telling her about how, I was like, you remember when we used to travel to Macomb to look at trailers? Because nothing against trailers, but I was like, I want
like
this
mobile. She talking about mobile homes. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, we would pick out these double wide mobile homes, and I'm like, oh, that's what I want. I want that. We're gonna put it on grandma property and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like that was my mindset. But once we got into being exposed, once I'm able to see that it's more out there than that. Like then when I start seeing all the nice houses, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want grandmama land. I want my own land. And then once I start seeing you all like, okay, y'all got y'all own land. Oh, I can get my own land too. Yeah. And then y'all telling me, hey, you can get your own land. You could do your own, you can get your own house. You could do this. And
my own house, my own car.
And I think it's being exposed to that. Like you telling me you can do it, then I see the process, and it's like, I hear y'all talking about how you do the work. You're doing the work. And I think that was the only thing that was different for me, is why I wasn't doing the work. So once I
saw, so you knew what to do.
Yeah, just wasn't doing it.
Just chose not to do. Well,
so now I feel like once I do the work, I can get an island by y'all island.
Thank you.
And
check mark. See, I just wanted her to say it, so that people wouldn't always hear me saying it, but just like I said, the work works, right? Like if you put yourself in the environment, which another thing, what you said is exposure, right? Because exposure expands your mind to the point where you can't go back. Like once you go look at, because if all you're looking at is like mobile homes, and that's all you see, I mean, you can see I'm talking about a tricked out double wide, and I'm talking about, because some of them things was nice. They was real nice. But at the end of the day, if that's all you saw, then that's about as far as you go. If you get the double wide, you have made it, And so even now, I'm having to work to expose myself to even, bigger and, larger dreams at this particular point, because I have exposed myself to a lot. And so now it's time for me to expose myself, yet again. Because at the space that we're in, I started to realize in some ways I was comfortable. But hey, Michelle done already said the comfort, Delta Comfort ain't comfortable. That's what she said in the comments. Delta Comfort is not comfortable. It just appear to be better looking seats, but they really not. They still just as tight as the ones in the back. And once you realize that, hey, being comfortable really ain't all that comfortable, and then you find yourself where you're exposing yourself to a different space. Now you're like, oh, okay, you mean it's that over there? Oh, I can go see this and I can go do that. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And a lot of people don't want to take themselves out of their quote unquote comfort zone so that they can see something different. Like you don't want to sacrifice and, go to a conference instead of take a vacation. You don't want to sacrifice and read a book or listen to a podcast on the way to work instead of listening to, the radio. But clear as day, she's telling you that she had to stop doing all of those things. And then, let me continue to listen to these podcasts as I go to work. And, by the way, now in no man's time, she, authoring, multiple books here. So I think obviously the formula works. It's just, are you willing, to do what is required of you inside of that formula in order for you to see the results? Because like I said, I'm sure that there's, lots of people that attended that same event. There's lots of people that had the same, level of exposure that you have, and they are still in the same space because they decided to continue to do the same stuff. Right. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm going to try to get it up here. Lemoyne says, is that if they feel they are not worthy of it because of something as innocent as Freckles or something else, kudos for being in motion. What's the rest of that? I feel like that was all of it.
Yeah, it was. I was talking about exposure. I was saying, and some people are afraid to expose themselves because they feel like they're not worthy of it. Because of maybe Freckles.
Yeah. So some people may not put themselves out there just because they, they feel like, oh, well, I have this, or I didn't have this, or, I'm different in this capacity because, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that some people do that, but the whole goal and objective here is, even if we just look at something as simple as as the Freckles thing, like all of us are created, differently, but I see this, as a plus, right? Like, you can use whatever your different thing is to be even more unique, right? Like she literally took something as simple as Fun Freckles and, started a full-blown book series out of it because she's different. And a lot of times it's more important that we lean into the thing that makes us different versus say, oh, well, I'm not going to step out into the light because I am different. I think that's, was that the point, that you were, yeah, I got you. See, I feel you, Lemoyne. I feel you. Okay. There's a lot of comments coming in on this one. She says, what does that mean? Jalisa,
Oh, I still work for Grace. Oh,
oh, you're
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Jalisa done watched so much Grey's Anatomy that she legit thinks she a doctor.
I am
Like,
certified.
That's how much
Yes.
That's how much
I
TV
can't
she
do
was
surgery if no doctor is around.
She legit feel like she a full-blown doctor. Let me tell you. Now, I guess if we was in a really bad situation, and hopefully whatever they be doing on TV is the real deal. But if we was really in a bad situation, I probably would ask Jalisa what's the procedure, because she probably would know thanks to watching thousands of hours of Grey's Anatomy. But she don't watch that as often. Wait a minute. Y'all said a new season came out. How you know?
I told you I just started.
Oh,
it came out last Thursday.
Oh, okay. And then after that, you're gonna let it back up again and let it be.
Well, yeah, since it only come on Thursdays, I got time.
Oh, well, Dawn said it's not the real deal. That this not real stuff.
Don't do that.
Hold on.
It's just like saying wrestling. Not
is this your friend?
Yeah, girl.
Your friend said that she is inspired is an understatement, and I'm ready to join the team and start the journey. I'm so proud of my friend.
Come on, friend.
Look at these. See, that's what I'm telling y'all. Now I'm finna put on my preacher hat, because see, this is how this be happening. You see, when you sit on your bum for all of this time, do you know that you stop other people from starting their journey? Like, and what I feel like is gonna happen, right, is a snowball effect, because we all have some level of influence, whether you believe it or not. Like, you may be sitting thinking, that nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention. Oh, it's just me, whatever. But I really do believe that we all have our own sphere of influence, right? Now, of course, this is legitimately Jalisa's friend here, but I don't think that she's just making light of it, saying, hey, I'm ready to join the team. But what it really sees is, hey, man, I just seen my friend do this. I know her. If she can do that, I can do that. That's what this type of thing does, right? Which is why I wanted to document it, because I feel like for us sometimes, especially when we're just on here every Thursday, talking about different things, in business or whatever the case may be, a lot of people find it difficult to see where, all of the things that we have done in business, and it's still, for us, it's not the end, right? But a lot of people look at the space that we're at currently and they feel like they can't go because they're like, it's too far, right? And so what's most important when people are starting their journey, it's super important that you share with people, right? As you go, right? Like even the little, step-by-steps. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I was at the position where, I could pay someone to assist me with my book. But I'm telling you right now that, Jalisa went through the whole process that I went through by herself, and launched her book just as smoothly as my book was launched, right? But somebody else would look at my situation and say, oh, well, I can't pay nobody to do my book. Well, the point of the matter is you don't have to. She's released 2 books in the same day, and she did them all on her own. She literally, like, you did the illustrations, like you paid nobody for nothing.
Nope, nobody.
She did all of her own illustrations. She wrote her own storyline. So I'm like, there's not, and I'm the exact opposite, right? But at the end of the day, both can be done, right? But it's like, what excuses are you feeding yourself for not actually getting up and doing the work? Because she done it from beginning to end, right? And it took her probably, what did you say it took? About 2 weeks? A week?
It's probably about a week for each one.
So
because I would just get off of work, go straight to it.
Get off work and then do the work.
Yep. Get off work, do the work.
And that's the thing.
My lunch look different. It doesn't involve me gossiping with my girls, co-workers. I had to sit myself up. I had to go in my room.
Brunching no more.
And they say I act funny, but I had to take it. I'm acting funny. Today I'm acting funny. So I just made that a thing.
Well, you real funny now because you famous. That could be your next book, funny acting. Okay.
But I really wasn't acting funny. I was just trying to do the work, and I didn't have time to talk about the unnecessary things.
Yeah.
I had to do the work. So I was doing it the whole time.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. So the beginning stages literally look like you acting funny. Okay.
Yeah,
we may need to like journal this out so then we can go back, and maybe write like a full-blown what are we gonna call this? I don't know, the blueprint, something. But we're gonna come up with a name for it. But I'm telling you right now that level 1, okay, is you tired. Your tired is tired.
Tired is tired.
My tired is tired. Level 2 is acting funny.
Acting funny.
Okay, we probably have to come back in about another 3 months or so or something like that and kind of see, where she is, especially when she got a couple school contracts where a couple people then, called her up, and now, cases of books are now being delivered, to schools and school districts. And, if anybody in the Natchez Adams School District, something like that, want to order a couple cases, hometown stand up, somebody, I know we got to know a couple people in the hometown that want to get some cases sent out to the schools and whatnot. But we'll have to do, like a follow-up or something to see, like, what's part 3 of this, because my tired is tired is number 1. And then I'm acting funny is number 2. Why? Because you can't keep hanging with the same people that's doing nothing for nothing. Like you really do have to separate yourself from the norm, and it feels weird, right? In the beginning stages. And I know y'all thinking we was gonna talk about Fun Freckles the whole time, but you can't, because Fun Freckles is just, the end result of her tired being tired and I'm acting funny. Like that's just what that's what the journey does for you, right? The books or whatever product or services it is that you end up offering, these are just the byproduct of you actually doing the work. But the most important part of the journey is actually sitting in the seat of, I'm tired of seeing other people getting what I don't have. I'm tired of being in the place where I was last year. I'm tired of watching them go and I got to drive while they fly. I'm tired of them staying in the 5-star and I ain't got no star. I'm tired of them sitting in the front of the plane and I got to pass them up and sit by the bathroom in the back of the plane. My tired is tired. So what you do when you get back home, if you get to go, because sometimes you tired of them leaving you, right? What you do when you get back home or when they come back because you done got left? You start acting funny because now everybody else around you, it looks like, oh, So now you don't want to eat lunch with us. Do you know how many times I heard that when I was working for the government, when I decided instead of going to eat lunch in the break room for an hour with everybody else, I would eat for 15 minutes at my desk, and then I would watch either Miles Monroe sermons or Tony Robbins, videos, or Eric Thomas videos at my desk for an hour. Do you know how many times they said that I was acting different because I decided I wasn't going to sit in there no more? Do you know how many times I got called different when I decided that I wasn't going to do all of the activities that I was accustomed to doing with that group of people? Oh, I'm acting funny now. Krista done changed. That's what we at. Now it ain't my name no more because I done changed, and I've been saved and delivered. Now it's Jalisa done changed. Because now they've accepted the new me for what it is. Now it's Jalisa has changed, right? And I think that's the part that, most people are most afraid of. It's the everybody that I'm accustomed to being in my circle are now rejecting me. Like, that's the rejection, Lemoyne. You know what I'm saying? That most people don't necessarily want to, they don't want to receive, right? That level of rejection is, oh, so we used to hang, and let me tell you, then when I knew Jalisa had the click, it was one of them balls, the Mardi Gras balls. You didn't go.
Oh, the Snicker ball in it.
Yeah. So everybody was going, getting flued out to the hometown and whatnot, however they got there, drove, I don't know. And typically she goes like every year. And I said, you ain't going to the ball this weekend? She said, no, I don't do that no more.
No. So what happened was God told me that I couldn't go.
Oh, now she listening to the Lord. That might be phase number 3. Yeah. We hear the Lord after you get all that foolishness out. God, today.
When I heard I couldn't go, no matter how much everybody was like, oh, we going. What you need? We can get you a dress. I got multiple dresses. It ain't about all that. I can't go. When Daddy say you can't go, you can't go.
Well, look at here.
And then with the circle too, you have to, like when I said it to Shell, she said you ain't going. But then some of my friends, when you say it too, they like, okay, what it is, what's the reason why you don't want to go? You don't want to see this person. You don't want to go because of this reason.
Right.
But it's because she understood when I said God told me I couldn't go.
Then that's that.
Then you can't go.
Cause who got time to be questioning God?
Nobody.
Not I, says the cat.
Yeah.
We not gonna question the Lord. So now we got my tide is tied. Now we got you acting funny. Now I heard from the Lord. My goodness, today, man, I'm trying to tell you, the follow-up gonna be fire because we giving you the, you know what I'm saying? I like this because I couldn't remember because I'm like, I don't even want to know what it felt like, you know what I'm saying, in the space where my tire was tired. So even when people ask me, what is it, you know what I'm saying, that you did that made you do boom, 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 boom? Like, people always want to know what was, you know what I'm saying, like my beginning phases. And I'm not being funny about it. I really just I couldn't remember, like all of those phases. I just knew I needed to do something different. But hearing it, you know what I'm saying, like hearing you dialogue about it is helping me remember, like, that was legit it. Like, these are the phases. And I'm glad, that we got to have the, the discussion because I've never really been able to give people the play-by-play of what it looks like when you really first start. Like, this is how you start the journey to becoming $1 million expert, but to becoming a multimillionaire, to becoming whatever it is that you, a thousandaire, 100,000aire, whatever you want to do, right? Like, these are the beginning phases of that. And I until today, I couldn't articulate it because I was like, I want to get so far away from there. Like, I just want to get out of it. And I'm glad, that people are, being able to hear it from this perspective, because a lot of people, like I said before, they see now and they're like, I can't reach that. And so now you see literally, okay, I walked out the journey, literally about to walk it out again. And here is, my sister, 4 years younger, literally walking out the journey right in front of you, right? She literally is saying, hey, I'm working full-time, full-time teacher, but she also has a business, right? We did the exact same thing. We were working full-time. We had, a side business. I did t-shirts. previously. She's doing t-shirts and cups and stuff now. We did, I think after that, we did the dog shows and stuff or whatever, so she's literally on the same journey. And if she doesn't quit, she wins. Right? If she doesn't quit, she wins. And so you got the first 3 steps for those that are still trying to figure it out, right? Like you're still trying to figure out what you're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you right now, whatever you listen to on the radio and work on the way to work in the morning, stop. Right? Find you a podcast. You can also listen to Love and Business podcast. We got 40 something episodes out there if you had listened to them, right? But there's other podcasts out there that you can listen to. But she's giving you literally the play-by-play of the now. And you can take it lightly if you want to, but these are the beginning stages of how you get out of that space. And then when you consistently do that work, this is how you see on the other side of it. Because I'm saying that that's the same work that I did, right? It's the exact same work that Lemoyne did, right? And as you consistently do that, you start to see results on the other side of that you were only dreaming of, right? At the space that she's at now. So now she ain't riding in what Michelle called it, comfort plus, whatever. She riding in first class, right? So she's already being able to, see herself in a different space, but then put herself in a different space, right? Whereas before Inner Circle, right, there was Soul Shift U, right? She's continuing on the process. So Soul Shift U, a smaller program, less cost program, right? Graduates to the next level program, the higher level program, right? Like she's literally doing the work. I'm just saying once more and again, the work works, right?
Yep, it works.
Praise the Lord.
It works. I also had to realize too, I think that watching you all, it really motivated me. But since I wasn't doing the work, but I was really motivated by it, and then I was trying to I think stay with my friends and come. And I think that I realized that I can't do that. Like I think it's like 9 of us. I love them to death. But I think when it really clicked with me that I gotta go was when we did the $1 million challenge. And I was sending it to them because I know the information is good. I know if you do the work, it works. So it was like, I'm trying to, like, all of us, we gotta go. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Well, like Shayna, I'm gonna put out there, she does awesome cakes. And I think it would have been a great program for her as well. But I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta go. But when I noticed that, like, nobody was responding to me in these messages. None of them.
Now you're on the island. And it ain't the island that we want in the middle of the blue water.
Like when I'm dropping the links, I'm like, come on, y'all, we gotta do this. And like sometimes I would think like maybe they not come because they feel like that's my sister. No, she make me do the work. Both of them. Her and Lemoyne. I had both of them make you do the work. So it's not
do
like
that work.
Yeah, you got to do the work. So I think that once I realized that, hey, I just gotta go, and maybe if they see me go and do the work, then it'll click to them. Hey, she said go do the work. Let's do it. And because I want to see them win as well, but I gotta think about myself. I gotta win and do what I gotta do for me. And if they coming, they coming. And if they not, they not at the end of the day.
My God, she done gave us step number 4. After you hear the Lord, welcome the island. Because it's called isolation. Man, this is good. I'm remembering these phases. As she is talking through them, I am seeing them. Isolation comes after you start hearing the Lord. Probably because the rest of the people ain't listening to the Lord. Man, you got number 4, Lemoyne. Welcome to the island. It is isolation. That's number 4 in the process of becoming a $1 million expert. Is you're gonna feel like you're alone. And my God, today, thank God, that at one point in time, Lemoyne finally decided not to leave me on the island, and he came with a little rowboat and found me out there. He came because I was out there by myself. Lemoyne even left me. He was like, yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I'm going to keep playing these video games and, knocking this Heineken back because I ain't going to come out there.
Not too much.
Hey, we talk about it on the podcast
Not
already?
too much on him.
Oh, my bad. Come back. But literally, that is the next phase. Is you're on an island. And what's so cool about it, right, is eventually, you know what I'm saying? You're not out there by yourself. Eventually people come, right? But it's the thing that, I think that that's what gets the other people to see is like, man, Jalisa really gonna go out there on that island by herself? Like, she's not, like, she just gonna go over there.
Can't swim at all.
Can't swim a lick, and trust me, I know.
A little bit now. Not too much.
A teensy weensy. Enough to save a drowning dog. Okay, that's for another show. But she can swim enough to save a dog's life. But that's all she wrote. She done swam out here to this island by herself. But I think that that's what wakes people up. Is they like, I know you can't swim. I ain't never seen you, you know what I'm saying, out here doing none of this of what you saying you're doing. You really finna go out here by yourself. No lifeboat, nothing. That's what gets people the wake-up call. It's like, well, all right, then I'm gonna see how long she gonna stay out there. If she don't come back in the morning, I'm gonna check on her. Like, that's how that's how it really feels. And you like, then when you come back, you don't even speak the same language. So it's like you done went out there like the people with the Tower of Babel. You know what I'm saying? You go out there to the island, and when you do dip back in for a little reunion or something, when you come back, you don't speak the same. You don't talk the same. You don't sound the same. And in some cases, you don't even look the same, right? To them. Now, they even look different to you. When you come back, you know what I'm saying, off the island, you like, wait a minute, man. You're talking a little crazy. But the truth of the matter is they always been talking that crazy. You just went out and got some information that you didn't have access to before. And when you get back, you like, oh, this what I used to sound like? This what I used to do? It's not that they changed, you did, right? So when they say you acting funny, you are. You really are. Because you went out, you got more information. And then, in that phase, I feel like it's probably the most dangerous because you come, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a teeter-totter, like situation because you see that you're changing and you don't want them to get lost. You see that you're about to be different and you see you about to go light years away. But you like, I don't want them to be there.
Right. But
the toughest part is letting them stay. Yeah. That's the toughest part. Because if Sean Strickland hadn't taught me anything else, it's much easier for you to go and be able to come back and, and bring them from a healthy place than to try to drag them from your already unhealthy place. It's just not wise. And so, I can already sense, what I'm saying, that's probably the phase, where you are right now, where, you kind of have this, it's just it's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of that, but I think you're far enough out on the island to where you're like, yeah, I really don't want to go back over there, but it hurts your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's okay. It doesn't make them bad people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make anything that they're doing wrong. It's just that this is not what I want anymore. And if this is what you want, you respect that, right? You respect their right to be in that space. And that's okay. And if they never come, that still doesn't mean that they're bad people. It still doesn't mean, what I'm saying, that you can't ever socialize, or be a friend, in a time of need or whatever the case may be. They're just not ready. And even if they never are, you could still be a good friend to them. Like you can still be a good friend, in that space. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the space, probably that you're currently, in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't, I don't remember necessarily what the next phase is after this because Jalisa's helping me as she is walking through her go through what it is after that. But I think, what I'm saying, maybe after you've released maybe 400, 500, 600 more books, in the next 2 or 3 months or so, you can circle back so that we can, continue to, go down that lane because I think a lot of light bulbs are going to click when you get your first school contract. Right. Light bulbs will click when you can be a consultant by contract at another school, doing teacher development. Right. And then that's a different phase because now you're in a different world. Right. Now you got a foot in the 9-to-5 world and a full foot in this different space of entrepreneurship. And you're going to get to see things differently. And I really do believe people are going to, shift right? Once again, and then you'll have some different experiences. And I think that, we can have a different conversation about that. But where are we? Oh, all right. We at 9:30 something. So yeah, any last parting pieces of words that you want to talk about on the journey of the $1 million expert, or fun Freckles, or patchwork, whatever, however you want to.
Patchwork of confidence.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call it patchwork
The
because
patchwork.
it's a lot of words.
Oh.
I'm not a teacher. Where can they find? At least where can they find your book?
Yeah, definitely. Get your books. They're in Amazon. You gonna drop the links for me?
I don't have the actual link, but they can go
I can
to
drop the links.
Amazon.com. But yes, you can actually drop. Can you
Michelle
drop your
gonna drop-
real
drop
link?
the real
Michelle
links.
Michelle is gonna drop your links.
She's gonna drop
Thank
the
you.
real links.
Michelle's gonna drop her real links in the chat. But as you can see there, those are the two books that she currently has available on Amazon.com now. Yes. And when do you know when the third book is being released? Have you decided?
So I think I'm gonna do the third definitely sometime next month.
Okay, so in April they can expect to see Patchwork of Confidence.
Right.
Praise God, I got it.
She has patches, but she have to build confidence with those patches.
I got you. Okay. Patchwork of Confidence is being released in April. So you guys keep your eyes out for that. But I'm still gonna keep putting it out here. Again. What did you have to say, Lemoyne? Oh, they could put the books in the Easter basket.
I had did a post for it.
Oh, she got some posts she gonna drop tomorrow for the Easter baskets. Yes, get them children these coloring books for these Easter baskets. My mama Mama, I bought my own books. So if you for my Easter basket, because my mama on here and she still make us Easter basket at 38, and however the Jalisa still been 30 for the last 7 years. So I still get.
I'm gonna go ahead and be my age now. It's about time.
She gonna be her age, but at my 38-year-old self, I'm gonna get me a Easter basket. But I'm just saying, I bought my own books from Jalisa mama, so don't put Jalisa book in my basket. Is what I was saying. That's for my mama. But anyway, she's gonna release book number 3 in April. But this is what I want to say. I want to put it out there. If you do have any connections in schools or what have you, and you know of any opportunities for her to do bulk orders or to come in and talk to classes, about the books, please feel free to reach out. I know you got an email.
Yes.
What email can they email you at?
Drop it in the chat for you.
She's gonna drop that in the chat, so you guys can reach her via email, so she can come and talk to your class about the books. She can bring a stack of 30 books for the class, whatever the case may be. You guys can order the books for your class. She can come in and read it. You guys can do coloring sessions together for the class. Just like whatever y'all want to do. I think it's a dope idea. And so any connections that you guys have, I'm asking that you utilize those connections to to help her to realize the next level of this $1 million expert journey, because I'm super proud as a big sister. Thank you. I think you're welcome. I think it's super cool, to watch her go through this journey. But I'm even more excited to see that, the blueprint that, Lemoyne and I have, been able to put out over these last couple of years, that somebody actually sees it worthy to, see us as an example to follow that. And that says a lot for me, because clearly, I've seen other people do it, but it means the most to me, when my family's able to say, yes, I see it. And, I want to do that too. That to me makes a huge difference. Lemoyne is wiping away fake tears. In the background here, and so he just does not know how to act when he doesn't have the camera. I think it's the thing. I asked him, did he want to stay, and he was like, nah, y'all go ahead. Look, you got some comments, Jalisa. They said, we're so proud of you. Keep doing amazing things. You got another Jalisa Ray, I'm so proud of you. This is super cool. Tracy said she got her daughter both of the books. Thank you, Tracy. That is so awesome.
Yes, the bookmark's coming too.
That's what I'm talking about.
They already done. They just being printed. So we'll have those too for schools.
Yes. I'm so glad. And shout out to all of Jalisa's fans that joined us tonight, because clearly there's some folks in the chat. If you guys don't know, we're here every Thursday night, okay, at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. So all of Jalisa friends, y'all come holler at us next Thursday. She won't be here on the podcast.
I'll be live.
She be on the live in though, in the comments, calling me out on, what I'm saying, whatever it is that I got to say. Hold on. Hey, look at this. Listen at that. Look at that, man. You got people in the comments, Jalisa, coming on around the bend. Look at this.
Because we got to get her cakes out there.
Let's go. All right. Okay, we need a flyer. AB, we do need a flyer with all these steps. We need the steps to the $1 Million Expert Journey. I think that this was a really great conversation. I appreciate all of you guys that came to support her book launch. What's most important is that you buy the books. Don't buy one, don't buy two, buy a bunch of them. You see what I'm saying? Because I know y'all got children. You got lots and lots of children. It's the Resurrection Sunday is coming around. Why don't y'all get these children some coloring books so they can sit around and color while y'all eat a good Easter Sunday dinner? Like, buy the kids the books, right? But we want to make this book a bestseller. And whether you know it or not, the way to make a book a bestseller is you have to purchase a bunch of the books on the release day or close to the release day. So I'm asking you guys, she shared it on her Facebook page, but you can go and share her post on your page. Get other people, tag people in it that they have kids that could benefit from the book or what have you. But even if you're auntie, uncle, mama, daddy, grandmama, sister, brother, right? Buy the book, so we can get her on the bestseller list. I think that would be super dope for two sisters, right? Within a week's time to be on the Amazon bestseller list. I think that'd be super dope. So yeah, I mean, we authors now, huh? Yeah.
We author.
No. We not. That is the inside joke. We got an uncle named Arthur. We not Uncle Arthur, but he is, man. We love Uncle Arthur, man. He one of our funniest uncles. But anyway, we are authors. Okay, we've authored books. Yes. So kudos. Who knows? Somebody else in the family, maybe joining on the bandwagon. But I'm super excited about the sister combo here. So I just need you guys to do me a huge favor. Get that book. Make sure that we put it on the Amazon bestseller list. And I'm looking forward to seeing her on some stages, man, in some classrooms and, reading books and stuff. So, so I think that's all we got for y'all tonight. We gonna see y'all, Lamorne, are we good for next Thursday? We good? He said, as far as I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you got a good husband. He just say, as far as I know. Hey, I don't know if y'all caught the intro, man. It was fire. Next week, y'all be here on time so y'all can see the intro. But I got a fire outro for y'all. So we're going to see y'all next week. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We appreciate y'all for coming to the show. Get those books, order those books up, and also order Beats by Crystal that was launched next Friday. See y'all. What you doing? Oh.